Hey guys, this is David with Great Choice Audio Video. Hey, today is a video on DMF and using lighting in layers. And so I wanted to show you, this was a remodel of a kitchen, and today we're just talking about the kitchen because the kitchen is a place that we spend a lot of time and a lot of energy. We're cooking, we're entertaining, and typically lighting is horrible or not done properly because you have cooking spaces, you have countertops, sinks, dining tables, breakfast tables, things of that nature, under cabinets, above cabinets, all kinds of things. And so I'm taking you into a typical kitchen, and I've actually had to change the settings in my camera because I didn't realize how most people would light a kitchen, how dim it really can be. Now I do have the shade closed that we have at the window just to prove a point, but it's a typical chandelier light in the ceiling. We got some lights on the bar and some under counter lights, and typically it's about it that you'll see in most small basic kitchens. And so today I want to show you guys using proper layers of light, and using DMF and specialized lighting, how we can really create a whole different space with much better lighting. Lighting put into the correct place, and enjoy the space much better. So let me change some settings, and I'm going to show you guys doing one room or one section at a time as we add what we call layers of light, and what type of DMF fixture I'm using to show you guys what I'm doing. So here we go. Okay, so we're going to start in the pantry area. So we had some original 4-inch can lights in here, and we took those out, and these are all DMF, and these are all aimable fixtures. These are all the fixed 3000K, and because they're aimable, now I'm able to, before they were shining down, now we have them angled, where this one is pretty much grazing across the refrigerator. This one is more aimed at this board to help see what's on the board with the calendar and all the little knick-knack stuff over there. Same thing with this one, is now aimed a little bit over this way to highlight the corner and part of the board, and then this one's grazing across the cabinet, making it look much better. Plenty of light. A lot of times, guys, we're lighting just the floor and not actually what we're needing to see. So as we move this way, now I'm going to turn on 2 other lights. So we still have the under counter lights, but now I've turned on 2 sets of lights in this middle section. And what we did is we added, all DMF, we added a total of 6 fixtures in the ceiling. So 2, 1 on each side, are aimable, and we have them actually aimed downward to the workspace, to the counter space. And this one over here is down at this workspace. So without that, all I had was this under counter lighting, which most people do, but they don't realize it's shining just off this backsplash. Its intent is to show underneath the counter and the backsplash. Nothing out here. Well, when you're preparing your food and doing whatever in this space, it's complete darkness, or you're in front of a light and you're just seeing shadows, things of that nature. So now we have a dedicated light on with a 40-degree spread on the countertop space. So we have 2 on this side on the outer edges, 2 on that side, shining down right on the countertops. Now we do have a middle light, which is a linear light. So it's also a fixed 3000K, but it's a square type of light inside of that fixture, or that's producing a square type of light coming onto the floor to highlight the middle section of the floor, which is super nice. So again, we have those lights in the pantry area. Now we have 2 sets of lights that we've added in the ceiling to help create a much better space, because no matter where I'm at, standing at the counter, I have better light. And of course, then we have a light switch on just the lights over the bar. And then, you know, people have typically a range over their oven. You'll have their own lights there as well. So every single area of the counter has a dedicated light. Again, adding dedicated lights. We have the sink area. Again, those are dedicated to the counter, and over the sink is kind of dark. So we've added lights there. Now, that makes a huge difference. It fills a gap. And of course, for decor, and just, you know, aesthetics, you know, we've added some cool blue lights in the counters just to bring out some color because we have this nice cool red backsplash. So now we have some blue color up there, which looks super cool. So now we're filling in with all these different layers, and that's why we keep talking about layers, to make all these areas a much better experience. Now as we go back into this area, it's going to be dark for a second, guys, so you probably can't see because there's no lights on. We originally had a single chandelier over the table. Well, and that's it. And the problem with that is that we have a breakfast area over there. We have artwork on the wall, or some art on the wall over there, and it was all just dim and dark. If you were to open any of these drawers, you couldn't see anything because you were being shadowed because the light was in the middle of the room. You were on the other side, and every time you try to open a door or a drawer, it's just dark. So what we did is we added lights dedicated. These are round spots that are 3 of them here. As you can see in the ceiling, or hopefully you can see in the ceiling because it's probably dark right now, those are going right on the table. So when I turn on those lights, so now we have a dedicated light or lights on just the table. And of course, these are all dimmable, guys. But now we're getting a much better experience with everything that's going to be placed on this table because everything you can see really good. Now, this is just the table. So adding layers of light, we still have all the surrounding areas. We still have the cabinet over there, the drawers. You can't see really anything in those areas without the proper light. So we could do fixed lighting going straight down, but we chose all aimable lighting. That way we could place the cans where we wanted them and then aim the light to the section that we need focus of light. So we have 2 over there that's going to be dedicated for art. And let me go and turn those on for you guys. So now check out this space. So we have art that could be over there. We have 1 picture. We have 2 more that we need to add on each side of the doorway area. But now those are all highlighted. Of course, by highlighting those, it automatically highlights and puts light on the floor. So too many people spend too much time trying to light the floor. You have to light the surrounding areas and the areas of focus. So as we go towards this way, you can see now that these lights are placed where they're aimed on the cabinets. So before we had 1 light over the table, and then there was really 2 lights in the corners, and none of these existed. Again, like I said before, you'd open a door or drawer, and it would just be dark. Now you open a door or a drawer. You got the drawer for the dog food, for the dogs to eat their food. You got the drawer you pull out with the dog food in it. You can actually see because you have light that's placed in the right area, and it's not behind you every time. So you're not being just shadowed by light. So, and of course, all the countertops are super nice and lit. And so I know one thing you're going to ask me, man, it's a lot of different light switches. And it is. And so my next video that we're going to do for you guys is we want to create layers of light, adding multiple light switches and dimmers to be able to control many different areas in a room. But then we want to come back with keypads so we can create scenes. So you can have it all on and all off. If it's a kitchen, it could be a cooking scene. It could be an entertainment scene. It could be because you want ease. Nobody wants to walk around to multiple light switches and go, oh, what's this look like? What's this look like? Let's do that 30%. Let's do 30% here, 50% there. I understand. It's either all on or all off. So by creating scenes with keypads, it makes it easier for the client and anybody to use. So I hope you guys liked the video. We got a lot of cool things coming up with DMF. We're working on our showcase studio. We have 1 more area to show you guys later in a game room that we're using warm dim lighting just to create a cooler space. Because remember, warm dim, dims down from 3000K to 1800, making it a really nice warm environment, just a relaxing environment. So anyway, guys, if you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you learn a little bit about layers of light because it does make a huge difference. And we'll come back and do a video on the keypads once we set up all the scenes, showing you how easy this room will be once that's in place. So until next time, guys, we'll see you on the next one.